This is the presentation for the ABAC Writers Club. Our group consists of Selena Ahwakataten, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, John Bowles, Chazen Cash, Jenna Kirkland, and myself, Akira Brown. Today, we will be going over our group proposal. First, we are going to state our proposal. We propose that an ABAC Writers Club be added to the ABAC campus. The purpose of the club would be to give students who are interested in creative writing a space to convene and cultivate their writing skills in an encouraging learning environment amongst their peers. Now, here is some background on why we think that this would be a good idea. Abraham Baldwin Agricultural College, also known as ABAC, is an institution that offers many opportunities for students to get engaged outside of the classroom, mostly in topics that are related to agriculture and the sciences. There are not many opportunities for those who are interested in writing to connect with each other outside of the writing and communication major. We want to bring a club to campus that allows students to have a space where they can express themselves through writing and share these expressions with the ABAC community. Now, we're going to talk about how this club would actually work. The club would establish a physical location for members to meet on a weekly or semi-weekly basis. Students could use this space to share their writing with each other, learn ways to improve their writing, or simply exist in a space with each other while while working on their individual projects. The club would work together with ABAC and the greater Tifton community in order to give students opportunities to share their writing through showcases and competitions. Now, here are some important topics to consider when looking to create the ABAC Writers Club. It is essential to address all of these topics in order to demonstrate the attainable nature of the proposal. First, we are going to discuss the feasibility of the project. We believe that the implementation of the ABAC Writers Club on campus is entirely feasible. This is because the requirements are all within the realm of possibility. In order to write, the only thing an individual needs is their mind. As a result, the only thing that the club's members will need is to bring themselves. We believe that the sky is the limit in that regard. The main issue will be garnering interest for the club and getting students to actually show up for the meetings. According to Dr. Newberry, there was once a writing club on campus, but due to COVID-19 pandemic and waning interest, it eventually fizzled out. However, we believe that this shows that there is potential for this club to exist. We just need to find ways to rekindle the flame. As long as we are able to do that by promoting the club through the proper channels, there are not many other limitations to making this club a reality. Now, we are going to talk about any budgetary concerns that may arise when looking to create this club. The initial formation of the club would be relatively low cost. The only thing that is needed to create any club on campus is members. However, once the club is created, we have plans to create pathways and opportunities for its members, some of which may require financial support. Some of these opportunities would include giving the club's members resources that will help them better their writing, such as books and workshops that can help them learn new things, putting the club's members in touch with people in the community, such as published authors and people who are interested in interacting with the writing community at ABAC, hosting showcases and competitions where students can present their writing to ABAC and the Tifton community as a whole. Hopefully, we'll be able to offer monetary prizes for those students whose creative works excel above the rest. Putting students in touch with resources to help them publish their creative works, as well as providing any other resources that the club might need to better assist its members, such as writing materials, snacks, etc. With these goals in mind, the ABAC Writers Club would need to figure out some ways to raise money to make that happen. Some ways to raise money for the ABAC Writers Club would include getting sponsors who are interested in the project, such as ABAC alumni and professors within the writing and communication major, hosting fundraisers on campus, such as the bake sale, which is something that many other clubs on campus already do in order to raise funds, applying for grants with the school or other organizations, asking for donations, etc. By raising money for the club, we would be opening many gateways for the students to get engaged and grow. Now, we're going to discuss human capital. The human capital requirements of this club are as follows. The club will need a student to serve as the president of the club, as well as a few more students to serve in important officer positions within the club, such as vice president, secretary, treasurer, etc., to help the club operate smoothly. The club would also require a faculty or staff member to serve as the advisor for the club, which we already have one or two people that are interested in doing that, Dr. Newberry, and also I heard that Dr. Klesman was thinking about creating a writers club as well. The club would require a modest number of students to show up to the interest meeting to show that there is a demand for the club to be made. After these bare minimum requirements are met, we can work on increasing the attendance at each meeting in order to ensure that as many students are enjoying the club as possible. Finally, we are going to discuss the student and campus impact that the ABAC Writers Club would have. Having a dedicated space on campus for students to get engaged in writing will help boost creativity and self-expression on campus, which is an important part of promoting engagement and growth among students. Giving students a space outside of the classroom to cultivate their creative minds in a way that is not tied to school performance, such as how it would be in major-related coursework, will allow them to develop their skills in a personalized way. Adding a writers club to the ABAC campus would help to further diversify the school's offerings and thus widen the pool of engaging activities for students to choose from. We have reached the conclusion of this presentation. Now we will do a recap of the things we discussed. We propose that the ABAC Writers Club be added to the campus. We discussed why we feel it is important to introduce this club to the campus and how exactly it would work. We went over important topics such as feasibility, budgetary concerns, human capital, and student and campus impact, which are all important for establishing the attainability of this project. We hope that the ABAC Writers Club will come to fruition in the foreseeable future, as it would have a positive impact on the ABAC community as a whole. Thank you for your time.